Hello. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Hi, Reed. Good evening. A very warm welcome to you all. Hello. Hi, Hanan. Good evening. How are you? Hi, Reed. Okay, let's wait for others. I want you all to interact. Hello. Those who have joined. Hi, Kanwal. Good evening. Yeah, I'm doing well, Reed. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I'm excited. What about you? Are you all excited? Yes. Hello. Hi, Gulshan Preet Kaur. Hello, good evening. You must have been tired, right? The whole day. No one is, yes. I'm also good. Yeah, that's great. Nice to listen. So, how was your day, everyone? Oh, you're excited? That's great. Yeah, I'm excited too. Yee. How was your day? I think you have few more days left, and and it's Saturday, right? Most of you must have been, no, gone somewhere Saturday, right? Hi, Farah. I'm sorry if I pronounce your names incorrectly. Please excuse me for that. Hello. How was your day, everyone? Tired already? Saturday? Are you all excited? Anyone is new here? Anyone is new to IELTS test, or you already started practicing? You have some idea? Yeah? Okay, Gulshanpreet. Good, good. So anyone is new? Hi, Rajkumar. How are you? Okay. All right. So I guess most of you have some or the other idea regarding IELTS test. Okay, all right. Let's see who else will join. Okay, Rajkumar. Okay, it's new. Okay. All right. Okay, that's great. New to your class. Yes, I'm also new to you all. You're all new to me. I'm also new to you all. I'm new. Okay, Hanan. All right. I think then whoever is new to IELTS class will be excited to know much more what's happening today. And I'm also excited how you're gonna interact with me, answer me few things. Okay. So where are you all from? I would like to know. Where are you all from? Quickly, let me know. I'd like to know about you a little bit. Yeah, go on. I'm really excited to know you all. Yes. Where are you all from? Indore. Okay, Jatin. I'm from Telangana. All right. Punjab, Hyderabad. I think the whole India is here, right? In this on this small, your computer PC, or if at all you're using your phone. So the whole India is here. I'm from Punjab. Wow, that's great. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Nagpur, Maharashtra. I really like to visit Delhi. I haven't yet, and Kanyakumari. These are the two things I really want to visit. Anyone from there? Yeah, I think a few of them are from Delhi. Yeah. Hi, Bhavani. Good evening. Oh, Lucknow. That's great. That's great. Okay. All right. So let's kick start the session. Okay. I'm from Andhra Pradesh, and I'm basically from Andhra Pradesh. And as of now, I'm staying in Chennai. And I think most of you have heard about it. There was a cyclone. It was messy last night. I hope today, I think it's settled down now. It's good as of now. Okay. All right. Fine then. Let's kickstart our session. So most of you are new to IELTS, and we are mainly concentrating on IELTS listening today and challenging questions. Okay. So as you have some idea, so let's quickly go through IELTS format. So I think most of you have just a moment. Okay. All right. Can you all see the next slide? Yeah, I think it's here. Oh, it's visible. Okay. So let me introduce myself first. So my name is Priya Darshini. You all can address me as Priya. That would be fine. Not at all an issue. Okay. I'm an IELTS trainer here at LeapScholar, and I trained both general and academic students for all the 4 modules. And I'm a British Council certified IELTS trainer. So this is about myself. Okay, so you all can address me as Priya. Ma'am is not required. Let's be close a little bit. Okay, all right then. Fine. So what do we have in IELTS? So what are we gonna do and all? I think you already have an idea. We are mainly concentrating on challenging questions in IELTS test. So let's quickly go through the format of IELTS. So anyone has any idea regarding what format you have in IELTS? What is the format of IELTS? Yes? Anyone who already started practicing? What's the format of IELTS? Yes. Yeah. You can give all your responses in the chat box quickly. What's the format of IELTS? What do you have? What do you have in IELTS? Like how many questions and all? Any idea? Anyone? Okay, that's great. Four parts, 40 questions, 4 sections. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right, right. All your answers are correct. Yes. We have 4 parts in IELTS listening and overall 40 questions. Yes, exactly. And the time you have to, it will be almost around 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. If you're taking paper based, it'll take 40 minutes to complete the whole IELTS test, IELTS listening test, especially, sorry, IELTS listening test. If you're planning to take PBT, computer based test, it'll take 30 to 32 minutes. Okay. Yes, correct. All your answers are correct. And overall, you have it for 40 marks. That means each question carries 1 mark. All right. And how many times it will be played? Just once. So you don't have that much time to, repeat, pause, go for fast forward, go back, nothing. You have to listen to all the four modules, 4 sections or 4 parts, different audio tracks only once. Nothing will be repeated. You do not have that control of pausing and playing, not at all. So you have to concentrate a lot. All right. Yes. So what do you listen for or listen to in IELTS listening test? Stories? Yeah. Do you listen to stories in IELTS listening? So what do you say? Let's see what you tell. All right, keywords. We listen to keywords. Conversations, absolutely. Right. Yeah, two-way conversations. Yes, correct. Yes. So in part 1 and part 2, you have conversation and a monologue. So can you tell me quickly what monologue is? What do you mean by that? Monologue? Yes, conversations. You have a two-way. That's absolutely right. So people will be exchanging dialogues. So different ways of conversing. And if you see here, you have social context. Right. Absolutely. Stories. Yeah. Okay. Discussion monologue. So what do you mean by a monologue? Let me know that. Sometimes three-way as well. Yes, we'll discuss that as well. So conversations between people, or monologue means single person, only one person speaking. A speaker will be telling something and you will listen to only one person speaking over there. That is called monologue. Absolutely. So if you see here, part one and part two, they are completely related to social context, right? It's completely related to so very general day-to-day life conversations. For example, maybe let's say I want to join a sports club, okay, and I'll call up that particular sports club. Hey, this is Priya Darshini, and I'd like to join your club. And the other person say, okay, so what sport would you like to join in? So it's a very general conversation. Timings, I'll ask about timings and different sports that they have, and what is the fee structure, everything. It's a very general conversation. Okay. And coming to part two, yes, again, it's a social context, monologue, very general speaking. Maybe that person guides you throughout some map or a place or a plan, or they're giving, maybe it's a news, very general context. Okay. And coming to part four and part three and part four, again, the same style, you have conversation and a monologue. But here, this time, the context is completely different. It's not day-to-day life situations, general conversation. It's completely related to academics. Okay. That means you will be having, or you will be listening to students, professors conversing with each other. If you see in part three, you may have two or three. Rarely you have four as well. That is why I think someone said three-way, sometimes three-way conversation. So yes, absolutely. Lecturers will be there, and in part four, you have a lecturer or a professor giving a lecture on an academic context or an academic topic. Okay, the reason I'm explaining you all this is you have to prepare your mind in such a way that you will, okay, let me guess, okay, this might be the vocabulary or these words they may use if it is academic conversation. Okay, you have students, yes, absolutely, lecture in part four. You can have two students and a professor, or only one student and a professor conversing with each other regarding assignments, project works, all these such things in your academic context. Great. Yes, very good. Darshan says he has a problem in map labeling and MCQs. We are actually concentrating on such questions today. Okay, that is the reason we said difficult questions. Yes, I do agree that MCQs and map labeling or maps are quite challenging questions. We're going to discuss that. So please wait till the end. I'm going to give you so many tips and strategies to work on these questions and get the correct answers. Okay, I'm going to make your life easier. All right, great. And if you see, I think most of you are playing, or nowadays, yes, we are all playing online games. If you take any online game, you have different levels, right? And the first level, is it easy or difficult? The very first level of any online game, is it easy or difficult? Yeah. So what do you say? Is it easy or a difficult level in the very first? It's easy. It's so simple. You can easily hit that boss. You can easily get all those scores. Very simple. But when you move on to second level, third and fourth and fifth, it keeps on increasing, right? The difficulty level increases from first to last. In the same manner, if you take IELTS listening test, the first part, it's quite simple when compared to other three modules, three parts. Then you keep on going, the difficulty level increases. And of course, who want all the easy answers? You want some challenge, right? You want some challenge. Your life should be adventurous in the same way. If every question is so simple, you don't even feel like taking the test, right? So you have difficulty here. So difficulty level increases from, yes, it's progressive difficulty. That's right. It increases from part one to part four. All right. So why are you taking this test? Okay. All right, Priya, I understand all this, but why should I take this listening test? How exactly it helps me? You may have that. So I'm asking you the same question. What are you being assessed on? So, okay, you are taking this test, but what exactly it is, trying to bring something out of you? What is it that? What is being assessed, or what skills are being assessed through this listening test? What's your take? Yeah, academic tough part is tough, Pavan, absolutely, when compared to general, but listening is same for General and academic. There's no difference, right? Listening is same. Okay. Okay, academic part, you mean to say part three and part four? Yes, I think yes, of course. It's completely related to academic context. Okay, language proficiency, understanding language, absolutely. You have to understand. If you don't have any basic, language, if you do not understand the meaning of the words, you cannot understand. Yes, language proficiency, then what else? What else are being assessed here? What skills are being assessed? Anybody? Yeah, context grasping. Very good, Saleha. I'm so sorry if I don't pronounce your name properly. Yeah, absolutely. Context grasping. See, once you go abroad, see, okay, one more thing I'll let you know here. I think most of us know that. Okay. See, if at all you think, okay, I'm taking this test just to get a band score that is required, and then I'm done. No, you're not done. You're actually trying to put all these together, which actually helps your future. Okay, it's not just to get a band score. Remember that one. Okay, let me show you all the points. Yes, listening skills. So these skills, this test is actually assessing your ability to understand main ideas. When someone is speaking to you, if you keep on listening and then, I'm so sorry, could you please repeat? I didn't get your idea. What is the whole thing? What is the point of all this conversation? If you come back to the first point, it doesn't make sense, right? You need to understand, you need to grab that uh, idea that is being shared by someone else. Once you go abroad, whether it is for your study purpose or it's about working purpose at your workplace, when someone is sharing an idea with you, you should be able to understand, okay, the whole concept is this. So if you're not concentrating again, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, understanding directions, okay, yes, that's absolutely, we'll talk about that in a moment. And then opinions of the speakers and their attitudes. See, opinions, they change from person to person. I say something and you might say the opposite. So you should be able to understand the opinions of the speakers. For example, in part three, let's say, students, if they converse with each other regarding their academic, some assessment or project works. So what do they say? I wanted to add this one, Priya part. I didn't. Oh, really, Priya? No, I think that is not important. This is important according to the professor. So they give their opinion. So you should grab such information, and it's not only in the test. Again, in the future, all these things actually play a vital role. Okay, so don't just simply think that I'm done with the test and then happily sit back. No, you're actually preparing yourself for your future, and listening is quite important in our life, day-to-day life, right? Then factual information, getting facts, okay, and understanding them, remembering them. And finally, third part is stuff. Yes, absolutely, Mukul. Third part is stuff. And fourth too. Development of ideas, how these ideas are developed. You should be able to concentrate and follow that, whatever the speaker is telling or whatever the conversation is about. Okay, so all these are quite necessary. So this is what happening in IELTS listening test. Do you have these skills? Do you have the ability to understand all these? All right. And if you see, the word we have for listening module is listening, not hearing. Okay, there is a difference between hearing and listening, right? Can you tell me what's the difference between hearing and listening? Why can't we say hearing module? Why do we have to mention listening module? Yes, don't fall in traps of distractions. Absolutely. They are part of these challenging questions. So what do you think the difference between hearing and listening? Why can't we just say hearing module? Yeah, I'm waiting for your answers. Yes, hearing is live. That's what Shukla says. Pandab Shukla. What about others? Saleha, Pavan. Okay, hearing is without understanding the context. Okay, that's right, Saleha. Absolutely. So let me give a very simple example. You all will understand the difference between hearing and listening. Okay, recently I just have come across this news on Google. Okay, a divorce news with respect to Sania and her husband. When you have such news, Will you hear? No, you will listen. Oh, really? What happened? You put your whole heart into that. Something immediately you'll open that article, right? You immediately understand what's happening around. What is it true? You will check your Instagram, every news regarding that. So that is when you listen carefully. But when you're hearing, because your eardrum is working, you hear sounds. And now I can hear TikTok sound of from the wall clock. I can hear the cool breeze. I can hear a few vehicle sounds. It's because my eardrum is working. But listening, when I put my heart, when I concentrate, yes, absolutely. Listening is interpreting and understanding at the same time. Absolutely. Yes. Carefully. That is something you have to do. That is the reason Cambridge people, they have given the name listening module, not hearing module. Okay. If you do not listen anything clear, I mean, if you do not listen properly and understand, you cannot speak back, right? Absolutely. So that is what it happens. Once you go abroad, you have to listen to your professors, you have to listen to you people around you so that you understand some things and then you can take a step forward. So this listening, don't take it away. Don't say that it's not that important. It is a vital part. Okay. And main thing when compared to all other modules. All right. Great. So we're done with this. Now, I think one of our friends said that yes, MCQs and maps are quite difficult. They are challenging. It's quite challenging. Yes, absolutely. So now we are going to start discussing about one of the challenging questions in IELTS listening. You may, yes, I heard from students that they said listening is quite simple when compared to reading, writing, and speaking. However, even in listening, you have difficulties, you have difficult questions. Don't crack your head, don't hit your head on the wall. I'm here to help you with all the tips and strategies, and I make your life easier when compared to previous times. Okay. Now let's see maps. Okay. Maps. You have different map questions. You may get one of the questions, map questions on your test day. Okay, let's see what things are important. Now, what about you? What do you say? When coming to map questions, what are the important things you need to bear in mind? Yeah, what do you say? What's your experience with respect to map questions? Yeah, okay, absolutely. Yes, directions you have. Then anything else? Yes, Darshan, Ashish, Shukla, Kanwal. Go on, give your opinions. Pavan, Paramaira, yeah, Fatima. Okay, directions, yeah, they are very important. What else? Okay, I'm showing you the tips here. What exactly you need to concentrate on when it comes to map questions. Instructions, vocabulary, follow the numbers, details, and finally managing time. Oh, they are quite necessary. Okay, when you start practicing maps, these are something you have to put in mind. Yeah, something that discourages candidates. Yes, yes, maps absolutely discourage. When I started practicing these questions in the very beginning, oh man, as a student, it's so frustrating. I used to leave them. Right, map questions means. So I'm going to show you maps means you have directions. Yes, I'm going to show it to you. Definitely, you will understand Rajkumar. Yes, locations, places you have. So let's understand every tip that I mentioned here. These are the important things that you need to concentrate on. Instructions. Whatever question type you take, every question has its own instruction that you need to follow. All right. And under maps, you have two types of instructions. One is, if you see here, I'm highlighting here. Okay, one instruction, one type of instruction is where you will have to mention alphabets A to I for the questions that you have, whatever questions you have. Next to questions, you have to mention A to I alphabets, not words. So please concentrate on instructions. If you do not follow instructions, you simply lose marks. There are many candidates who made these silly mistakes. You simply lose 1 mark. Okay, Your answer is correct. But instead of writing a letter, you mentioned a word, you lose 1 mark. So please be careful, read your instructions carefully. I'm going to show you to an example here. If you see, these are maps. Okay, Rajkumar, I think you are new here, right? That's it. So here, if you see, you have 15 to 20 questions, and you need to find the location of each of these places. Okay, here in the map. Okay, you have different information as well. So these are called maps and map questions. You already have the names of the places. Now you have to find out the location, where exactly it is. Is it A location or B location or G location or I location? So you need to give the letters here, not words. So please don't write or type words when they mentioned it as alphabets. Okay, this is one style. And another style of instruction under maps is write no more than 2 words or write no more than 1 word. If you see, we call these this particular instruction, we call them as such instructions as word limit instructions. Okay, so no more than 2 words means what? What do you mean by that? Okay, so what do you mean by no more than 2 words? Give an example or examples from your side. What do you mean by 2 words, no more than 2 words? Okay, let me give an example here. Let's say, uh, okay, 2 birds, birds, okay, all right. You do not write 3 words, absolutely, Darshan, not 3 words, no more than 2. Only 1 word or 2 words, yes, absolutely, Sandhu, that's right, absolutely. So here, if I mentioned 3 examples, 2 birds, birds, 2 to 3 birds. So yes, as you mentioned, even article is considered as 1 word. Yes, absolutely. Articles a and the, and then I, yeah, some pronouns you have proper, yeah, pronouns. So you have I, yeah, he, she. They are considered as words. It means 1 word can be considered, but not more than 2 words. Absolutely. So here the answers will be, you can accept 2 birds and you can accept birds as well, but not 2 to 3 birds, more than 2. Okay, it's not only 2 words, you can have 1 or 2. So please concentrate on instructions which are quite important under whether it is maps or any other questions. Instructions are important, and these two types are the instructions under maps. And yes, here you have. So you'll be directly writing on that particular, on that screen. Maybe if it's a computer delivered, you'll directly type on that screen beside 14, 13 question numbers. Okay. All right, fine then. So we're done with instructions. Now, second, vocabulary. I think most of you have already mentioned some things regarding maps. So what type of vocabulary they use? Let me know. What type of vocabulary they use in maps? Maps means what are the words you use? Yeah. What are the words they use for maps? Types of words. Quickly. 2 words after yes. Okay. All right. Okay, to turn right or left. So we call them as location vocabulary and direction vocabulary. Okay, you have some questions here, very simple one, so that you can understand. Absolutely, north side, on the left corner. So this is very important. If you do not understand what type of words they use, you can't get the answers. Okay, location vocabulary is beside, across. Absolutely. Okay, tell me, if you take this ball, this green ball is in between the blocks, right? So the position of the green ball is in between the 2 boxes. If I show you the same thing, the same ball, tell me what is the position of this ball in the next picture. Okay, here it is. So tell me. For the first one, it is in between. For the next one, what is the position of the ball this time? What is the position of the ball in the next picture? What's your answer? On not side. It's in front of, absolutely, Fatima. It's in front. What about the next picture? What's the position of or the location of the ball this time in the third picture? Right, right, absolutely. And the third picture? Yes, in front of, beside, in front, on side of front. Okay. Behind the box. Okay, absolutely. That's great. Backside. No, we don't say backside. It's behind. Okay. A back of the box, you can say, or behind. Absolutely. Then the last one. What is the position of this picture, of this ball in this picture? Right. The side, you can say, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Beside, you can say, and you have another word as well for that. Yes. Oh, yes. Behind. Yes. Okay. All right. So if you put all these together, what are these words called as? In which part of speech you get these words? You have different parts of speech under grammar, right? So we call them as prepositions, right? So we call them as prepositions. So in location vocabulary, with respect to map questions, you have preposition words. Okay, most of the time they use prepositions so that they can help us to understand what the location, where is the location of that particular part, area, and all. Okay, all right, that's great. Okay, so it's important to have some background knowledge of vocabulary. If you do not, yes, absolutely correct. Yes. So if you do not have any background knowledge of vocabulary, you cannot understand and get the answers. All right. And it's not just these. Okay, I gave some tips. It's not just hearing and listening to tips, right? You have to put them into practice, correct? So without practice, you cannot, improve your speed or listening skills, nothing. Practice makes perfect. Yes, it is an old saying, but still, old is gold. It works every time because it's a factual information. It is a fact that practice makes perfect. So you have to practice a lot. All right. So for that purpose, we are providing so many mock tests for listening and of course other modules as well. We are providing 100 plus mock tests for your listening. So the more you practice, the easier it becomes. So please practice, not just getting strategies. It's always not theory that helps you to improve, right? You need to concentrate on practical work as well. So along with theory, when you, whatever you learn, when you put that in practice, that is when it makes perfect. Okay, so you'll be very confident. So please utilize this opportunity. And we are providing a lot of things under this course, select course. So along with 100 plus listening mock tests, 100 plus reading mock tests, you also have writing evaluations and speaking evaluations. If you see, we are providing 28 writing evaluations and 25 speaking evaluations. Students ask me, Priya, you're saying 25 speaking evaluations. Is it group? Oh, no, not at all. Not at all group. We are going to give you detailed feedback with respect to your speaking along with writing, of course. See, if at all I tell you, let's say, Darshan, you have to, develop your grammar. That's all. If I put a full stop over there, it doesn't make sense. You have to know grammar in the sense, okay, Priya, you're saying that I have to improve on my grammar in writing. So what do you mean by that? Is it sentence structures, or is it punctuations, or is it passive voice, active voice? So what is it that I have to concentrate mainly on? It's not just grammar. Grammar is a big ocean. You don't have so many things. So we will give you feedbacks that are detailed, whether it is speaking or writing. By the time you write 10 essays or 12 essays, 15 essays, you will forget your old mistakes. You won't even repeat those mistakes again. You will be a pro by the time you write all the 25 essays and send for evaluation. So please grab this advantage. Okay, take advantage of this opportunity and utilize this. And if you see, before we used to have 200, 300 students in the class. And now we are providing this course only for 30 to 40 students, I mean, not only for these, we are providing for everyone, but you can be part of classes where you have 30 to 40 students, up to 40 students, less than 40 students, not more than that. So what we are having here, we are having personal attention. It's easy to talk to people if it is quite small batch size. It's a small group, right? That's the reason. Okay, so like I said, not only just taking strategies, practice. Okay, practice makes perfect. So you have so much of content under study material that we are providing for this course, select course. And in this study material, we are also having a manual like how to improve your vocabulary, how to brainstorm for ideas if it's writing. We're going to help you with all these things. Okay, whether it is listening, reading, writing, or speaking, for everything, we are giving you strategies and tips so that it's easy for you to get the answers. And building your confidence levels, that is quite important, right? And not only 20 plus hours of classes for 1 month, you also have extra doubt clearing sessions. You also practice with your trainer in the classes, not just learning and listening. You also practice with your trainer, and you can ask all your doubts in the class, on WhatsApp group, or on WhatsApp, or on Telegram. In these groups, you'll be part of these different groups and platforms. And if at all you miss any classes, you don't have to worry at all. It's a great news, right? Getting all the class recordings. It's a wonderful news. Many a time we have such situations, emergency situation. You're paying so much, but then you're not able to attend the classes. It's so sad sometimes. Yes, it's a reality. Sometimes it happens, but you don't have to worry. We are going to share class recordings with you. So if you have any doubts after seeing that, you can get back to your trainer. You can clarify all your doubts. All right. So this is a wonderful opportunity. And if you see here, another great news is you have 20% discount. And this is the promo code you can apply to get 20% discount, and you get for 7,995, not 9,994. Okay, this is live discount going on. So please utilize this opportunity and be part of classes. And you have so many strategies and tips and so much to practice. Ideal time is to have classes for 1 month. This is the ideal time to completely cover all the 4 modules, all different questions. You have so many questions, and on your test day, you do not know which question you'll get. Okay, let's say if I take reading, you have 14 questions. Okay, in reading, you have almost 14 questions, 14 different questions, and you won't get all the 14 questions on your test day. You have only few, but what will you get? No one knows. Only Cambridge people, whoever is giving those questions, only they know. Not even British Council or IDP, they know the questions, unless they until the last day they're getting the questions, papers and all. So no one knows what question you get on your test day. So you have to practice everything. The syllabus is so huge, so you should get that 1 month training, okay, so that you are fully equipped with everything before you give your actual test. Okay, so please utilize this opportunity. You can apply this code. You already have this link in the chat box. Click on it. You can go through it and take a screenshot, or please copy paste and save the link with you. Okay, that would actually help you a lot. All right, so let's move on. Okay, now after this location vocabulary, we have direction vocabulary. So here you have, like you already mentioned, yes, they use left, right, take U-turn, or you have 4 directions, four side, or you can say you have different direction vocabulary that will be there. Yes, north, east, southwest. Can you tell me where you have west and east? I know all of you know where exactly you have north and south. So what about east and west? Yeah, where do you have west and east directions? Is it left, right, top, bottom? East and west. Okay, answer me, east. Where do you have east? Crossroad, yes, of course, you will have crossroads as well at the corner. Such direction vocabulary you will have. Left in the west in the west right side. Okay. Okay, so much of confusion, right? I used to forget so many, multiple times I used to forget west and east. It's so confused. I used to get so confused. So I just remembered, okay, east is always to the right. East is always to the right. So I used to remember that way. So now I remember it. So east is always to the right, and the opposite one is west. Okay. And another way you can remember, west, left, they both have a similar sounding in the beginning. As sound, west, left. Yeah, you can easily understand. All right, great then. So let's move on to another tip. Along with instructions and vocabulary, you have to understand one more thing, following numbers. If at all you have instructions like you need to write words, okay, this is how you have. That means you will have the question numbers directly in the map. Okay, you need to make note of that. So you have to quickly find out where this first question is. Okay. Yes, of course, we have mock tests as well. We'll get back to you about that. Okay. You can, yes, we are giving mock tests as well. You can check our website. I'll get back to you. Okay. All right. So when you following numbers is important, because if you don't find, see, okay, one more thing. Audio track, it follows the question numbers. It's not like they start with 15th question, then they talk about 11, then they 13, then 12. No, it's not like that. If you see here, from 11 to 15 you have. So quickly find out where that particular first question is, so that you will remember, okay, they will talk about after entrance, they will talk about this first building to the left, and then they talk about to the right, about the right building, then top 13, then 14, and finally 15. So you need to follow the numbers to follow the narrator. Okay, so please follow the question numbers. So don't forget about that. If at all you have to write words. Okay, then fourth point is, please make note of these details. If you see here in this particular map, you have so many details, information. You can't just simply check question numbers and then leave. You have to check what exactly you have: seminar room, library area, fiction, non-fiction. All these are details that would actually help you to go closer to the answer, because when narrator tells you about some building, when he or she talks about a building, they will use these details to give you a correct answer. For example, so he or she will say like that, okay, once you enter into the town library building, to the right you have librarian desk, and opposite to that you have so and so building. That is 11th answer. So they always depend upon these details that you have in the question, in the maps. Okay, so if at all you find you are here, that means the narrator will start from there. Okay, if at all you have entrance like this, that means the narrator will start from there. They'll not start from seminar room, not at all. These are some tips you have to bear in mind. Okay, so make sure when you're reading your questions, okay, make sure that you understand these details and make note of it. You are here. So if you see here this picture, reception, in front of the reception, that person is standing, right? So you are, so that means from there they will start, from reception area they will start giving you directions. And entrance, like I already mentioned, roundabout. So make note of all these details. Sometimes you also have traffic lights. If it's a city with traffic lights, you also have such things in your map questions. All right, great then. All right, that's great, Asin, Sandhu. Okay, that's great. That's great. Wonderful. That's great. All right, Sandhu, thanks a lot. Okay, I'm glad that you're happy. Okay, fine then. So let's move on to the last one. I think last one, but not least. Don't think that just because it's in the last place doesn't mean it's not that important. It's quite important. Managing time. Oh man, I know that it's so ridiculous. Sometimes it's not fair. You don't give me but the time, but you want me to take, you want me to give correct answers. It's not possible. It's not fair, right? You get only 30 seconds time to read the questions. Oh, how it's possible? You give so much of information to read, but then you give only 30 seconds time to read. It's not possible. Hi, Sharma. Hi. So how do we manage time? Okay, we're going to discuss that. This is crucial part. Okay, so please concentrate, listen, don't just hear. All right, managing time. How do I manage? How can I read everything, read the questions, check the alphabets, check the words, and then within 30 seconds, not even 1 minute, half a minute. Let's see. The first way, you have two ways to do. The first way is to group similar things. When you see that map question, you quickly find out what are the similar things you have. What similar things you have, you quickly find out that. All right. So let me show you here an example I have taken. Don't worry, we will listen to a map question and then we get up, because first of all, I'm preparing you. I'm preparing you to, preparing you with all the tips so that it will be easier for you. That's the reason. Okay, don't be in a hurry. You will be equipped with every tip and then it's easy for you to get the answers. All right. So group similar things. If at all you see this map, what are the similar things you have? Can you tell me? Some things are similar here. Can you tell me that? They're almost same. You don't have to take much time to think about it. So what type of things are similar in this map? Yeah. So what are the similar things you have here? Check. Let me know. Absolutely. Yes. Roads. Hill Road, City Road, and Crawley Road. Okay. Whatever the pronunciation is, Crawley Road. Okay. So, all right, fine then. So you don't have to take that much time to read such information, right? So always group similar things together so it will not take much time. Okay, I have three roads, Hill, City, and Crawley. Okay, great. All right. And then yes, A and B, where you have, yeah, you have curve here. Yes, absolutely. Curves you have. Curvy road or paths, you can say, near A and B locations. Very good, very good. So always group similar things to save your time. Okay. And one more way to manage your time is number of details on each direction. If at all, I take completely west, or you can say completely to your left, what details we have? We have, like, you can group quickly, you can, okay, to my left I have bank and two locations near bank and station square. Okay, all right, so this is what you do to manage your time. Okay, quickly you take completely towards left, how many I have, completely towards right, how many we have. So quickly, can you check what you have towards your right? Quickly put it, what are things you have? Quickly, swiftly roll your eyeballs. Yeah. Yes, did you get? Okay. So do you, to your, towards your right, you have three locations very close to each other, right? B, E, and F, and then public gardens and H and R opposite to each other, quite towards corner. So that is what you will do. So manage your time by grouping similar things and details in one particular direction. So quickly you have to make note of them, and you need practice again. So without practice, your speed will not be improved. All right. So great. So this is the last tip, and two more you have. So which would really make it easy. Okay. Let's see. So everyone, please concentrate. Two more things. Great tips, I would say. Imagine when you're doing this, when you're working on math questions, imagine that you're there over. Okay, in that. So whenever you get a math question or whenever you're practicing these questions, imagine that you are there. When they say you are here, okay, imagine that you're standing in front of that particular building or in that particular area. This would actually help you a lot to go closer to the answers within fraction of seconds. Okay. And another tip is, and the final tip, if you're using a pencil, that means if you're taking a paper-based test, you can use your pencil. Okay. You can have your pencil like this and you can point out that particular map. You can put your pencil on that paper, and when you're listening to the narrator saying something, okay, you go left, so try to use your pencil and make some notes and draw over that particular paper. If it's mouse, you can use your mouse pointer. Okay, if he says, okay, go left or towards north, you use your mouse pointer, and this actually helps you to concentrate, and it's so simple to get the answers again with practice. So next time when you practice maps, you practice in this manner. Okay, this would actually help a lot to get your answers or correct answers. All right. So these are the tips. Follow the instructions, learn vocabulary, understand what type of words you have, and follow the directions. Okay, and see that you manage your time by reading similar things at a time and group things together on each direction, and imagine that you're there in that particular place. It's easy, and use your pencil or mouse pointer when the narrator is giving you directions. Okay, now we have the question here. Let's practice. Now that you're fully equipped with all the tips and strategies, we will practice this question. Okay, are you all ready? Quickly, if you are not using earphones, AirPods, anything, so please quickly plug in your earphones or headphones, headset, whatever it is, so that it's easy for you to understand. Okay, it's easy to get the answers. You can clearly understand. Okay, so quickly, let's start. All right, everyone. So if you see here, you have a map and the instruction says alphabets, right? Not words. Okay, it's alphabet. So please make note of it. And here, if you see, you have 15 to 20 questions, not 11 or 11. It's 15, from 15. So please read everything. What am I going to do is, of course, you will have some time to read. I'm going to share the audio as well. Now, I am going to help you with 2 questions. I'll be working along with you, and then you all can start. You can you all can start from the very beginning. I'm going to help you with 15 and 16, and then remaining you can practice, and then we'll discuss the questions. Let's see how you apply these strategies that we discussed now. Okay, so are you all ready? Yes? Active? Come on. Quickly let me know in the chat box. Are you all ready? Let's do this activity. Okay, that's great. Fine, let's start.
Section 2. You will hear a guide
farm.
Okay, from here you can start reading.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 15 to 20.
Read everything. Make note of similar things. Read the questions as well.
Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
Now let me give you some idea of the layout of the farm. The building where you bought your tickets is the new barn immediately to your right. And we're now at the beginning of the main path to the farmland. And of course, the car park is on your left. The scarecrow you can see in the car park in the corner beside the main path is a traditional figure for keeping the birds away from crops. But our scarecrow is a permanent sculpture. It's taller than a human being, so you can see it from quite a distance.
Okay, what's the answer for the first one? Scarecrow. Where do you have scarecrow according to the narrator? Let me know your answers. Absolutely. All right, that's great. What about others? What's the answer? Okay, sir. Yeah, Savita, yes, Reed, yes. F is the correct answer because they mentioned to your left there's a car park and at a corner close to it you have F, that is scarecrow. All right, very good, very good. Okay, so let's move on to the second one. Okay, from now onwards, so please be careful. Okay, here they started from here, from the bottom, because they said you are here. So from there it goes on. We're done with first one, scarecrow. From 16th onwards, you have to get the answers. I'm gonna stop at last. Once you're done with everything, we are done. Okay. Maybe we'll discuss 16th as well, and then remaining you can try. Okay, I'm gonna continue.
If you look ahead of you, you'll see a maze. It's opposite the new barn, beside the side path that branches off to the right, just over there. The maze is made out of hedges which are too tall for young children to see over them, but it's quite small, so you can't get lost in it.
Okay, what's the answer for the second one? Where do we have maze? What is the answer for the second one? Let me know. And what is the word they used over there when they gave that particular location regarding maze? Some word they used that helped us to get the answer. Right. Absolutely. That's correct. Yes, Reet. Yes, Kanwal. Yes, Jatin. Absolutely. Your answers are correct. So what is the word they used over there? What vocabulary you heard the word they used? How do you know that it is G? Correct. Yes. Opposite. New barn. They used the word, the detailed new barn, and they said opposite. Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely. Correct. Absolutely. All right. Let's move on. So from now onwards, I'm not going to stop. From 17th till 20th, you will be listening carefully. Listen carefully. Concentrate. Okay. All right. I'll continue.
Now, can you see the bridge crossing the fish pool further up the main path? If you want to go to the cafe, go towards the bridge and turn right just before it. Walk along the side path and the cafe's on the first bend you come to. The building was originally the schoolhouse and it's well over 100 years old. As you may know, we run skills workshops here, where you can learn traditional crafts like woodwork and basket making. You can see examples of the work and talk to someone about the courses in the Black Barn. If you take the side path to the right, here, just by the new barn, you'll come to the Black Barn, just where the path first bends. Now, I mustn't forget to tell you about picnicking, as I can see some of you have brought your lunch with you. You can picnic in the field, though do clear up behind you, of course. Or if you'd prefer a covered picnic area, there's one near the farmyard, just after you cross the bridge. There's a covered picnic spot on the right. And the last thing to mention is Fiddy House itself. From here you can cross the bridge, then walk along the footpath through the field to the left of the farmyard. That goes to the house, and it'll give you a lovely view of it. It's certainly worth a few photographs, but as it's a private home, I'm afraid you can't go inside. Right, well, if you're all ready, we'll set off on our tour of the farm.
Okay, I already got answers from all of you, right? So you're posting in the chat box. That's great. I think most of you have got correct answers. Let's see. So let me share the answers with you all. So the first one, like you already mentioned, yes, your answers are correct. It is F, and maze is opposite to the barn, new barn, G, and cafe is D, right? It's D. They said bend. Before that pool, you have a bend beside side path, okay? D. And then black barn, it's first bend. This side you have bend, right? And it is H. And covered picnic area, yes, most of you have gotten the correct answer. Yes, not B for covered picnic area. It's immediately after crossing the fishbowl, that is C. Okay. And then finally, feeding house, they said they use the word footpath to the left. And here you have, it's isolated. So it is A. Okay. So these are the answers for all the questions given. Okay. I hope these strategies helped you a lot. Okay. So please make note of them. Practice. Like I said, practicing is important. If you do not practice, you will not know whether you have improved or not, whether you understood everything.
Section 2.
Sorry, just a moment. Okay. All right. So it's important to practice, not just hearing, and you have to listen carefully. Utilize all these strategies and tips that we discussed today, and finally putting into practice. Whoever has missed this opportunity, like you didn't hear, or you got disconnected in between, please once again go through this. We are providing a select course that is for 1 month. You will be with us for 1 month's ideal time. Like I said, right, 1 month is an ideal time to practice every question type with all the strategies and tips for all the 4 modules. And for 5 days, from Monday to Friday, we'll be having classes, learning and all. It happens. So Monday to Friday. And then on Saturdays, you have mock test. Okay. All right. So it is practice time. All right. And then you will be giving your test on Saturdays. All right. It's important to give your test as well so that you know whether you're improving or not. All right. Okay. So no problem. Even if you made some mistakes in the questions, no worries. So this is how the difficulty of the questions are on your test day. Okay. So if you want to learn some more question types from whether it is listening, reading, writing, or speaking, we are providing so many tips and strategies. Okay. That's great. Thank you, Darshan. That's really great. So you will be getting all these techniques for all the 4 modules, not only for listening. Okay. So please be part of Leap and Leap. Okay. And I hope this is a wonderful opportunity to grab, and you are having this 20% discount going live today. So please utilize this. Take an advantage of it. Okay. Don't pay the full amount. No. Okay. Please go with this and utilize this opportunity where you have small batch size, not 200, 300 students like in the past we had, right? So you have so much of attention from the teachers. And you know what? Recently, one of my students, like she gave her full length mock test. Like regularly, I take full length mock test to her for speaking. In the very beginning of her speaking test, first speaking test, she used to use so many, so multiple times this particular word well. Now she's taking her 8th test, okay, with me. Now she uses well very, rarely wherever required. That is how the improvement is. So you will be getting detailed feedbacks from the trainers like me, and we are all certified trainers. You have to be, you're in safe hands. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. We're gonna give all the detailed feedbacks for your your reading, your speaking and writing. So please grab this. Thanks a lot, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Okay, you think about it. You don't have that much time. Be part of LeapScholar and practice with us. Grab all the strategies that we are providing. Okay, and achieve your dream goal. All right. All the very best, everyone. Thanks a lot for your time. Have a great time. See ya.